Spiritual Teaching 168. Love each other. 1. Watch and quench your thirst in my love. Leave your fatigue, travelers. I bring you a present in my word, that is a teaching for you. If you come to me naked of merits, I am pleased to entrust you with positions within my work, so that you feel like children of the Lord and brothers of all men. 2. Your gifts, being attributes innate to the Spirit, will manifest in a way unknown to this humanity, and no one may tell you that you have stolen or usurped. Later, this people will be considered as the foreigner of the time of spirituality. 3. A legion of spiritual beings has been sent to your aid, so they can join in this mission. Those beings will give you courage, inspire you and lift you up when you stumble, and when your path is invaded by beings in darkness. They will show you the way to make light in them, to illuminate them and free them from their confusion. The light of your guardians will enlighten you so that you can contemplate the path and discover the way to overcome. 4. Study and understand, so that you can practice my teaching with purity, and no one will confuse you with false lessons that have been taken from the spiritual to create sciences, doctrines, and philosophies. You will see yourself among prepared men. You will be questioned and put to the test, and your spirit will not faint, because in your struggle you will feel accompanied by my charity. Understand that you have to be jealous of this jewel that I have deposited in your spirit, which you will not mix with superfluous knowledge, nor will you exchange it for material rewards. 5. The time is coming when every eye must be ready to contemplate my presence. Then you will rise as emissaries of mine, testifying to the way in which I come to communicate with you to awaken every spirit from its slumber. You will be the prophets who announce to the world the trials to come and the age that will precede those events. 6. Do you see this humanity selfishly occupied in the satisfactions that human life provides without worry about the future of your spirit? Truly I tell you that deep down they need love, and that the delicacy they, for so long, has been waiting for them at my table. It will be the food, even of those who before saw him with indifference. 7. Endure to the end, disciples. Do not be sad if you come to me despised by your brothers. I will make up for your faith, and I will do you justice so that in the end, your face lights up with the smile of triumph. The light will come, the darkness will dissipate, and the restoration will begin, so that on foundations of peace and justice, the temple will be raised in which humanity honors its Creator, with a life that is a worship of love, spirituality, and respect for the laws that He dictates for my children. 8. The light of my Spirit is with you. You do not look at it with the eyes of matter, but you feel it shining in your understanding. 9. The Spirit of the Father is invisible, but manifests Himself in an infinity of ways. The entire universe is just a material manifestation of divinity. Everything created is a reflection of the truth. 10. I have surrounded the existence of the spirits, who are children of my divinity, according to the abode in which they inhabit. A series of ways in which I have put wisdom, beauty, essence, and good sense, to give each one of those dwellings the most tangible proof of my existence and an idea of my power. I point out to you that the essence of life consists in loving, in knowing, to possess the truth. 11. I tell you that whoever does not love does not manifest his love in the highest form and with absolute purity, will lack the true knowledge, and what you have will be very little. On the other hand, the one who loves with all his spirit and with all the powers been gifted him, he will carry within himself the light of wisdom and will feel that he really is the owner of everything around him, because all that the Father possesses is also the property of His children. 12. I am clarifying what I told you in the second era, and that which you did not understand. I am revealing to you more clearly, according to the current evolution of your spirit, what I did not tell you then. 13. On one occasion I spoke to the crowds that were listening to me. I still have many things to say to you, but not for now. I will say, because you would not understand them. Now that my voice is being heard again in the world, I tell you, this is the time when you can understand what I kept silent then. Listen and analyze. 14. The Father is creator. He is the source of all truth and of all life. But to recreate in his work, he needed the existence of beings who had spirit, who enjoyed with him everything that sprang from his divine charity, that they also had full knowledge of their existence, that they knew how to receive the love of their Father, and that they knew how to love him. 15. I have already explained to you what has been the cause that has kept humanity from fulfilling the law of love to which I held her, despite the fact that the man is illuminated by the light of his consciousness. I have also told you that the deviation that has caused so many human errors and sins caused the Father to send his word to the world, to give you the greatest proof of his infinite love by becoming a man, and show you the path that can lead you to deserve your salvation. 16. Now, many centuries away from those events, I tell you that, despite having poured out my blood for all humanity, only those who have taken the path that Christ came to teach you, while all those who have persisted in ignorance, in their fanaticism, in their mistakes or sin, they are not yet saved. 17. I told you that if 1,000 times I became a man and 1,000 times died on the cross, while humanity did not know to get up to follow me, you will not have achieved your salvation. It is not my cross that should save you, but yours. I carried mine on my back, and on it expired as a man. And from that moment I was in the bosom of the Father. You must imitate me in meekness and in love, carrying your cross with true humility until reaching the end of your mission to become also with your Father. 18. The ideal of many is to get to know God, but that ideal has not been realized, because they have not known to look for me where I truly live, in the Spirit. To recognize me, it is necessary that they know each other before. 19. Today I come to help all my children. I will help some of them with their cross so that they can soon climb the mountain on whose summit he waits for them. To others, I will open their pupils and give them clarity and clairvoyance so that I am contemplated. And I will teach others to penetrate inside so that in the most sublime of their being they find an inheritance that previously they did not dream to possess. Then many of the ideals will come to fruition and the harmony in all those who are of good will. The divine light will be made fully in the spirits that do not show resistance to the knowledge of the truth. 20. Do not be surprised that I told you that it is your cross that must save you, because with this I mean that I deposited with my divine examples a Redeemer in each of the hearts, so that he guide your steps and in the end redeem you. 21. Hear my voice in your consciousness, and tell me if my word has not vibrated in it throughout your existence, and if that radiation does not make itself felt more in the moments when the test comes to you. 22. I would lack justice and perfection if I took you stained to my kingdom, without your spirit being purifying by your restitution. What merits would there be in you, if by my sacrifice alone you had obtained all the glory? 23. I tell you this, to make you meditate, so that you can come out of your lethargy and come to me, because I am constantly calling you. 24. Come, chosen people, and rest your weary temple, for now, as always, I offer you my love. Open up your heart and let me heal the wound, which for a long time has made you suffer without your brother's help. Why do you fear the future? If you know that I am close to you, I look inside you and I know that you still weaken in your test and call with anguish to Elijah and the Master, because you feel that you are perishing. And I tell you that I will not let you fall, that Elijah is a strong staff that sustains you, that I have appointed a just destiny to each of my children, and that the trials will forge your spirit, and they will bring it closer to me. 25. I am beyond time, and I give you this treasure so that you can take it for your spiritual elevation. I am your teacher who teaches you in all the moments of your life. Man's destiny is not to suffer. I have not sent him to suffer, but to perfect yourselves to reach me. I have made you know my will at all times. Now in the third era I am teaching you as I had promised. 26. You have come from different places on earth to hear my word, overcoming the obstacles that stood in the way on your path. Your love has been greater than the barriers that you have encountered in your path, and you have stepped ahead in your fight. Today you thank me for what I have given you, and in my love you feel safe. 27. I have encouraged you because you have believed and persevered in my teaching. You have recognized that the world will not be able to give you peace and turn away from him to devote this time to the study of my word. 28. Feel my peace and the freshness of the tree. This house is not the tree of which I speak, but my spirit full of mercy and love for all my children. And how many times you, thinking that there are many hungry and naked of this grace, you cry and pain fills your heart. But I say to you, if you want my word to reach all your brothers, prepare yourselves and be messengers of goodwill. I tell you that all will be saved, that not a single spirit will be lost, and that some in this world and others in different valleys, they will love and recognize me. 29. The world, by its disobedience, makes my spirit sad. Even the people who have heard me will waver. No, I don't want this time of complacency to follow another of pain. 30. If after I have spoken to you, you seek for yourselves teachings with flowery language and despise my word because it is simple, it will be because you have not analyzed it, because you have not understood the lesson. It teaches you everything you need to live within my laws, and it reveals the mysteries in which before man has not been able to penetrate. 31. You have felt the duty to pray and help not only your material brothers, but also those who inhabit other regions, and your love has reached them. You do not know how much comfort these forgotten beings have received. They have recognized in your love and intercession from my workers of this time. 32. I have not come to surprise the world with new teachings. All that today I teach you, I had announced it to you from the beginning of time. I have prepared you to receive my word, which I give you through the spokesman, and later from spirit to spirit, so you will know me in truth. When you communicated with me, you received the essence of this fruit of life. And those who have judged as imperfect this manifestation, they will know that it has been the first step in the communication of the Father with his children, and they will look back at this as fair and perfect. 33. You give thanks to the Father and to your mother for the benefits they have lavished on you. She is your guide, support of the maidens, cultivator of the hearts of children, and strength for men in their struggle. 34. Open your heart and let me be in it. Come after my deeply marked footprint, so that she will not ever get lost. I want you also to leave a deep trace of your step. From whatever point you find, you will be able to see the top of the mountain as the goal of your destiny. Raise your gaze so that you contemplate and do not deviate from the path. 35. I am giving you to eat in the desert bread that I promised you in times past. You have finally reached the tree that you were looking for. The tree is I, who was waiting for you, to give you shade and offer you my fruits. The eyes of your spirit have opened. You are contemplating wonders and truths. Blessed are you who, as you eat this bread, think of those who have not yet tasted it. Pray for them, but do not grieve, because the hand of Elijah will also take them, to carry them on his shoulders as if they were sheep. Here are my arms like a cradle, where your spirit will grow under my advice and also under the care of Mary, your heavenly mother. 36. It is necessary that your heart be sensitive and that tenderness dwells in your spirit, so that you can carry out the mission I have assigned you. See that this mission does not mean that you bring a consolation to those who suffer on earth, but you will also have to penetrate through prayer into the invisible region, into the hereafter, where pain and misery also exist. Disturbed spirits, that you can give those who are crowds of needy people and who expect so much of you, a little charity and love in her atonement. Feel them close when you pray for them. Make their pain yours. Love them without misgivings, without disgust, which have not ceased to be my children, nor have they ceased to be your brothers, because they are stained. 37. During this time you will see your gifts and abilities develop. The light of the sixth seal illuminates you, and the light of the seven will illuminate the entire earth at the end of your evolution. 38. From one revelation to another, I've always let time go by. You cannot say that my revelation in this age came to surprise you, or that you are not capable of understanding it. See that now I am preparing and speaking to you through human understanding. Then you will have to search your communication with my spirit through yours. Then will be the time of my new and great wonders. Why am I talking to you like this? Because I want you to get used to the idea that this word will stop being heard and you will have to spiritualize yourselves to be strong. These demonstrations will cease through the spokespersons, and then there will be sadness in my people, and those who doubted the spokesperson the most and hurt him the most will be the ones who cry the most. 39. Later you will know me better. Then you will understand that I came to put you at the beginning of a path, using you to express my will of a human environment as one more rung on the scale of your spiritual improvement. I wanted the voice of Mary to be heard also in this way, so that hearing her sweet word, it would continue to be the Marian people, the one who, without offering them the flowers of the orchards that you cultivate on earth, would know how to collect in the valleys and the gardens of the heart and spirit the fragrant flowers that virtue cultivates, to dedicate them. No scent is better than the one that rises from the heart, because he will reach the heart of your mother. Mary is a beacon of maternal light. Blessed is he who never loses hope to anchor and be illuminated by that beacon of salvation. 40. Come, beloved disciples, to receive spiritual baptism. Dead you felt in the spirit, but you have risen. 41. I have spoken a lot about the gifts of the Spirit, because this is the time when you have come and the future awaits you. 42. This knowledge has been enlightening your understanding, because even when your memory does not manage to retain all my words, your spirit does keep the essence of them. And when the moment comes, it reminds your mind with the clarity with which they were heard. That is why you are responsible for everything I am giving you. 43. Sometimes you think you do not possess or remember anything of my teachings, making your heart feel weak to struggle. But the Master asks you, what is the fruit of the seed that I have deposited in you? All the works that are inspired by my teaching. The joy you feel in knowing that you are touched by my grace and perseverance in the struggle of those who go along the road shedding the light of truth. 44. I want you to rise up in this way, that my word flourish and bear fruit in everyone. 45. Not only do I expect this from you, on earth there are those who await the resurgence of my emissaries and apostles. And also in the spiritual valley there are beings that eagerly await your fulfillment in my law. Because the world seeks affinity and harmony with the material world. Some are brought closer to affection, to others pain, to many the light of awareness. 46. They are close, and your faith will contribute to more light in those who need it and more joy in those who love you. 47. The true spiritualist will know how to rise each day for the benefit of the spiritual world. 48. My teaching comes to illuminate the understanding, But do not be surprised at the way I have come to you at this time. Do not get confused or become familiar. When my divine light reaches the understanding of the man who serves as my spokesperson, it is limited in vibrations that are translated in words of wisdom and love. How many rungs of the ladder does my spirit have to descend to reach that step to you? And I have even had to send you my spiritual world to give you a comprehensive explanation of my teachings. 49. Do not judge the spokesperson too harshly, because every human is fallible and far from perfection. Moreover, if you want to judge the meaning or essence of the word that his lips bore, do it, because there you will find my presence, my perfection. 50. The essence or flavor of this word is the same as the word that Jesus gave you in the second era. The form may vary, depending on the preparation and inspiration of the spokesperson, but not the essence. 51. The mind of man is limited and only reaches up to a certain degree. Up to there my divinity has to descend for love of you to establish this communication between man and God. 52. This time had to come because spiritual evolution does not stop, nor the master in his lessons. So I ask my servants for regeneration and clarity, because if the brain of those for whom I speak to you is not clean, the communication would be imperfect. 53. Reject all imperfections, so that you do not have doubts or confusion, because my disciples will have to do it with clarity what others see in the dark. 54. My loving word is the key with which your heart opens. I have sent your spirit to earth, not to bear a punishment, but to fulfill an atonement. But that expiation will not be painful if you take the cross of love toward your fellow men, and with it you climb the summit, where my Father's love awaits you. If you feared exile, or the punishment of eternal fire for your faults, you were in error. When you only expected to rush the bitterness of restitution, I sent you into the world to grant you to listen to my word and thus become fishermen of spirits. How different will your spirits return to the hereafter than they came the last time? They came contrite, fearful, devoid of merit. Now they can return smiling, and their elevation can take them to the light of my kingdom. Who would dare to exchange this cross of love for the heavy burden of pain that disobedience carves out? How many I have entrusted the position of guide to raise the fruits that they did not reap in other lives? Could any of them say that this place has been conquered with its merits? This mission is so delicate and high that only my love could deliver it. 55. Take this time as if it were the last opportunity to reach me, so that you strive to fulfill your mission. Work with selflessness, without expecting retribution in this world for your services to humanity, because it would be painful for your spirit after his journey to come before my presence and see that his work was sterile. 56. Make your works worthy of being imitated. Then you can justly be compared to a clean mirror, in which your brothers can contemplate and correct their defects. Already in other lives your spirit consecrated its existence to the enjoyment of earthly pleasures. Now, dedicate part of your time to the fulfillment of your spiritual duties. This will elevate your spirit without your having had to abandon your human duties. 57. Who were you before this life? Who are you in the present? And who will you be in the future? These are the mysteries that only the divine judge corresponds to know. For now it should be enough for you to understand the true meaning of the law of reincarnation, which I have revealed to you as a supreme truth. My peace be with you.